Steve and David coming right at you in the Freddy's Club. On the inside is Nate Brown in a Lumar window film.
Everybody a little bit early once again. 17 seconds is too early to be at the exit pin, so they're moving slowly. Now they start to accelerate, and here comes the Pico on the outside.
And Appy and Geronimo all the way to the outside as they head for the start.
Good start, right on the line.
Pico to the outside, gets off to a lead early, but again with the long way to go. Nate Brown on the inside, not bad. Appian falls back with Mitch Evans driving there all the way out.
Surprisingly, the Appy and Geronimo getting left behind a little bit down the front straightaway. Their boat speed you would have thought would get him into the turn more quickly.
Steve and David has jumped ahead here in lane 2, and Pico's coming up on him in the outside of lane 3. A terrific boat race down the backstretch.
Both boats riding loose and fast into the turn at the north end of the course, getting into some bumps and lumps. Look at Nate Brown on the inside. Oh, Freddy's in the lookout. Oh, that is
Steve and David has gone upside down.
That is a terrible crash. Steve David got up in the air. The boat came loose, went over, and he landed very, very hard. The boat is floating upside down. Rescue
boats on the way already so far. We do not see any sign of movement in the hatch on the underside of the boat, which of course now is upside down. The rescue boat should be there in a matter of seconds.
Just about in line with the skid fin that you see sticking up is where the hatch is in the bottom of the boat. The drivers are actually told not to try to get out themselves. Now here comes help. Steve David has taken his air mask and pressed it against his face, and he is hanging upside down and waiting for help. Now here's a replay of the actual crash as Steve David's boat, the Freddy's Club, got up into the air in the north turn, came dangerously close to the Pico as it came down. Another view from above. Now look for the skid fin roller right here that the boat is straddling. That's the problem. He just can't get it hooked up and get good contact with the water's surface. Now we'll go back to a lower angle and you'll see exactly how this accident develops. Right here, the boat a little loose, but Steve is in control. Now he straddles that roller. The left side hits it first, comes up a little bit, and now right here, the right sponson is going to deflect off the roller and go up in the air. The skid fin, though, is still in the water, so Steve is still driving the boat. At this point, it's getting a little too high, and right here, when the skid fin leaves the water, which we have highlighted, the boat is a leaf in the wind.
Nothing but luck at that point would bring the boat down right side up, and as we can see, the horrifying sight of the boat all smashed up. That is some very, very good news from Emmett David. And in the meantime, the other boats, minus, of course, the Freddy's, back on the water for the restart of Heat 3B. Nate Brown in the Lumar window film, the yellow boat there. Appy and Geronimo just behind him with Mitch Evans in the cockpit. And the third boat, Pico American Dream, with Mark Evans. Let's go to Steve.
The wreckage of Steve David's Freddy's Club just arriving back in his pit area as we are preparing for the restart of Heat 3B. Now, it may be Mitch Evans who caught a break here. Remember, he had that winning streak going? He did not make a great start originally in 3B. Let's see if he does better this time.
Coming up to the start, Pico is in the outside. Just about 10 seconds to go. Appy and Geronimo in lane 2. Nate Brown in Lumar window film on the inside in lane 1. Appian starts to step on it.
Again, we would expect the Appy and Geronimo to be the boat with the boat speed, but look at Brother Mark now, the Pico American Dream, coming alive, and he's going to run with him right into that first turn.
In the middle, Appy and Geronimo. On the outside, Pico getting a bit washed. And Nate Brown nice and clean on the inside, moving up with that shorter distance to go. But here comes Appian now, starting to move it out.
You can see from our O'Doul's eye in the sky the yellow wing on the Appy and Geronimo. That's a teammate wing borrowed from the U-19. Both hulls are Leland hulls, so the wing fits fine, and they are 100% again. Now, earlier, the U-19 has their number on top of the wing, so the team with tape had to change the 19 to a 20, so they'd be legal here.
Maybe not a perfect color scheme, but pretty good in terms of speed. 147 plus the first lap average for Mitch Evans in the Appy and Geronimo. Mark Evans, though, still staying close on the outside in the Pico American Dream.
Again, you never know what to expect from the Leland team, but right here they are running well and running with one of the fastest boats in the fleet this year.
Nate Brown is also pretty close there in the inside lane in the Lumar window film. He has not fallen back much.
Now, when Mitch Evans is out ahead in the Appian Geronimo, he runs very, very well. The place that his increased seat time will show is when he's racing deck to deck and in close competition with other boats. No problem at all here.
Particularly when it comes down to, say, the red boat.
Exactly.
From the O'Douls, eye in the sky, one more time around the turn for Mitch Evans and heading toward the checkered flag here in Heat 3B. A nice job of driving for the younger of the two Evans brothers. Not far behind, though, older brother Mark, driving it strong in the Pico. He'll take second. And in the back, third place goes to Nate Brown in the Lumar window film. And as we check